All right, welcome to the Plumbing Gurus podcast. I have Clayton Simons here today. Hey, Clayton, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so how do you build trust with clients to... You gonna be all right?
I'm okay. Yeah, getting old.
Okay. All right, so how do you build trust with clients so they don't shop around?
It's a good question. It depends. So I would do one where if I'm meeting them in person, I strongly believe a good handshake and good eye contact, and ask them, hey, how's it going? Ask them a question. Hey, how are you? How's things going? What's going on here? So you're trying to get information from them. This is just a way to understand where they're at.
Yeah.
Right? And if people get asked questions, certain questions like this, they automatically feel important, and they automatically have this trust. Not walking in there and say, oh, I see this is wrong, or that's wrong, or this is wrong. You go, oh, what do you got going on here? Oh, this is your kitchen sink. Oh, when was the last time someone was here and did something to here? Who did this? Because the last thing you want to do is say, what idiot plumber did this work? And they're like, oh, it was my husband.
Talk to you,
right?
Yeah, who's the hack that did this?
No, that was my son. You know what I mean? Like, so just it's easy. It's like a negotiating skill. That's pretty much all it is. You're negotiating their trust as soon as you meet them. So for me, it's easy to do that in person because I just naturally am good at just asking questions and communicating with them. Yeah. And if they ask, oh, I'm great. Thanks for asking, like appreciate you asking. And then show appreciation that they're letting you in their house, that they want to show you what needs to get done. Oh, and ask them like real questions like, so have you got anybody in here to quote this job as well? Oh, so what did they see? And just like honest questions.
Asking the right questions.
The right questions, yeah. And I mean, a lot of it is if you put yourself in their shoes, what would you want to hear? What questions would you want to have? Not the, oh, this doesn't look good.
I think a big one for, especially like in the scenario that you're talking about, it's more on the service side of things. Or like
even like renos, if you're going to go look at a renovation.
But like if you're looking at jobs like that, and you're trying to build trust, it's not even something you should ever think about. Like, you're not trying to be, you shouldn't have to try this. It should be just like natural.
Natural, yeah.
And
you got to try it.
The most natural way to build trust, I think, in that scenario is make sure you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know what you're talking about, they're not going to trust you. If you don't you can't act like you know what you're talking about.
Don't lie to them.
You have to, You can tell them like, oh, actually, I don't know. If you say something like, well, I've never seen this before, I'll have to call somebody, or I'll look into that or whatever. Never pretend like you know what you're talking about, because people read right through that shit.
Yeah, and that brings up another thing, because I've had some people ask me some questions, and I'm like, they should not know this. And it's like they're feeding to see how much knowledge I have.
Yeah.
And in the past, I have bullshitted my way through stuff, and what I find works better is saying, you know what, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I have to look that up. Yeah. If you don't know the answer,
I'll call
that's a really good question. I'm not too sure, but I could find out for you. Right? And it's very, very seldom does that happen.
Yeah.
It's usually when it's like, hey, if the city has to come in to hook up this water main and this, you know what, I'm not exactly sure how that procedure works.
Or if it's like a well that we don't ever work with. Like, we'll have to call somebody. Like, I'll have to call somebody I know that knows more about this than I do.
Exactly.
But I know somebody that does.
Yeah, and that goes tenfold.
Yeah.
Because they know that you're not going to do something at their house that you're not sure and confident of doing. And if you don't know how to do it, you'll find somebody that does know how to do it. Mm-hmm. And they know that they're in the right hands. Because essentially, you're kind of like managing their plumbing in their house. Yeah. So like, you have to be honest. And
then so like on the other side of it, because that's kind of more on like the service side, but it's like, let's say contractors, if you're working with a new contractor and they don't know who we are and we're just meeting them, maybe who knows how it was done. Because like, you generally don't meet contractors other than like either a referral or maybe on the golf course or something. So it's like, I guess I know my answer to this, but I'm going to see what you have to say about it. It's like, what's your best way of kind of building a trust with a newer contractor that you know we're trying to impress, or we're trying to get their work or something like that?
I would. Well, it's okay. I'll give, like, let's say I'm out golfing and I meet a guy. Oh, I'm a contractor. We have this many houses. We do custom houses. I'm like, this is right up my alley. Like,
Yeah.
I want to get into it. I want to get with this guy.
Get with him?
Well, I want to get in. I want to get into business with this gentleman. I would really focus on having just a genuine conversation just about life, just to get to know the guy a little better, just to see if he's
Build
actually
relationships.
Honestly, that's what I would do. I'd make
100%.
some jokes with him, see if he laughs. I would ask him what his kids do. Are they into sports? I'd be like, oh, what do you do other than golf? Like, have a normal conversation with him and be like, at some point when I feel like.
So you're telling me you won't just hand him a business card right then and there and say, I'm a plumber. I need your work.
No. I wouldn't. No.
Well, that was my answer.
And I mean,
kidding. I would never do it.
No, and I mean, if he was to ask me what I did, like if that was his first question to me, I'd be like, well, I'm a plumber. Oh, cool. And then if he wants to start off the conversation as a business, so what kind of work do you do? I do this, that, and that. I'm glad to answer his questions. But honestly, I would more direct the conversation back from the business conversation to more like personal stuff, more like, how many times have you been out golfing? And then just like go on from there and just rather than just going right into business. Because if I'm going to
be golfing with him, you spend that 4 hours golfing and having conversations about whatever, preferably nothing to do with work if you can. Build that relationship and then follow up later and ask if we can quote some jobs or something. Maybe they follow up with you. Maybe you don't even have to. You just tell them you're a plumber. Yeah. Sometimes you let them put the ball in their court kind of thing.
Yeah. And I will usually
make friends with them first. Yeah, what you're saying.
Yeah, and I'll usually if they start asking, I've done this in the past. Where I'm like, we have a lot of YouTube channels, YouTube videos on our YouTube channel. You can check us out at the Plumbing Gurus. You can see all the kind of different style of work that we do and see what we're all about. I don't need to sit here and spiel about how great of a fucking plumbing company that we are and all the fucking perfect work that we do. That's what everybody else says. Yeah. To me, what's more important is like the contractors we have now. When we talk to each other, the first 5 minutes of our conversation isn't even about what. No. So what are you calling me about after 5 minutes? Yeah. Like we just talked about our weekend or
essentially you make
whatever that we're interested in.
Friends with them. Like we golf with all our contractors. Like I prefer to have like a good. It's like we've talked about that before. It's like sure, you want to do work for let's say like these bigger builders and whatnot, but sometimes like they're just so needy. Like we've dropped a couple builders. Like I mean it was like a mutual thing because we just didn't really jive. Like our personalities aren't the same. If you can't, if you don't like the person you're working for, it's just like anything. If you have a job and you work for a corporate company and you fucking hate it, like you're gonna be miserable for the rest of your life. Like this is something you have to do every single day. Yeah, you gotta at least half enjoy it. Yeah, like you can't be miserable.
No, and the beauty about this is you can select the people that you work with. Yeah, you don't go into an office and work with the same people. Like I'm talking about builders that are essentially your boss. Yeah. Like you think like you're the boss man, but no, you have more bosses as owning a plumbing company than you do if you just work for a plumbing company. Because a plumbing company, your boss is just your boss. Where if you own a business, now all the different contractors, even the homeowners can be like essentially you're the boss, but they're just like
it's more like a I don't know.
They're giving you the money.
Working relationship, but it's like they still like a good contractor or a good designer or a good client in general respects your opinion. Like they ask you what you think. Mm-hmm. We've had guys tell us, "Oh, it's this way because the designer said so." It's like, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah, or your
Stone Cold Steve Austin over here.
Your opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah, so okay. It's like they're essentially treating you like they are your boss. As soon as somebody treats me like that, see you later.
That's not what I meant.
Don't give a fuck.
I just meant like you're working for more people. It feels like they're your boss.
Plenty of people to fuck off.
Like we've had some weird people that way.
So, anyways, I mean, that was a great conversation. I'm glad you could make it out today.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you on the next one. Hey, bud.
Sounds great. Thank you.